Loads of welcomes, loads of thank yous, loads of everything. Chris, thanks very much for all the kind words, the unexpected words, everything. But yeah, I'm just really, really overwhelmed to finally be here. It's absolutely unbelievable to see everybody here. It's you know, it seems like such a simple thing to put together, but it's a culmination of so many people really just kind of pulling everything together. Reading you, knowing who you are, knowing where you're useless, knowing where you can help, and just kind of putting things together. So, you know, Jews and I really tried, I think, to put it all together by ourselves, but we fell horribly short in the first 10% of what was needed. And that's where everybody stepped in, and it's just incredible to be blessed with friends and family. So yeah, there's just a massive bunch of thank yous that I want to go through. I don't want to bore anyone, but I really, really feel it's important to say thank you and be grateful for everything that we have. Firstly, to Jack and Leslie, I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate being able to have the day that we have here and tonight, and you guys have made that possible, and I really, really appreciate it. Leslie, everything that you've done, coordinated the bridesmaids, you've been incredible with Jude, you've been an absolute rock for her. Jack, I echo your words in terms of being absolutely speechless and bowled over. Judy looks unbelievable tonight, and I completely agree with you, so thank you very much for your speech. But I'll get back to Jude a little bit later. But just thank you very, very much for everything that you've brought to today. We really appreciate it. Yeah, just to Leanne, she's dealt with two very stressed people. Leanne's just been running around behind the scenes at Backsburg. Yeah, thanks very much to you, Leanne. Yeah, Nick really toasted the bridesmaids, but I also just want to say thanks to you guys, wherever you are. You've been such a rock for Jude's. You know, I think at some point you needed to sit her down and say you need to start delegating stuff, because she started doing everything on her own, and yeah, you guys have just taken it, you know, a lot of things off our hands, and she really appreciates that and often says to me how grateful she is to her tight group of mates, so thanks very, very much. On top of that, Lorna, who did all the invitations, handwritten, thanks so much, Lorna. Suze, thanks so much for coming from Thailand via reality shows, via all kinds of travels, and thanks for doing the reading today for us as well. Thanks very much. And again, I think Leslie again has just been behind the bridesmaids and just coordinating a wonderful effort for Jude. Thanks very much. Chris mentioned the international contingent lightly and flippantly, but I just want to go into a bit more detail. Obviously, everybody who travelled from Joburg, thanks very much. It was an unbelievable week of weather, so we brought you down to Cape Town for this beautiful mountain and weather and blue skies, so sorry about today. But thanks for coming down. The international contingent. I think firstly, apologies to you, Brendan and Neil. They pointed out to me that, you know, I know that I need to speak to Jack and ask Jack whether I can have his daughter's hand in marriage, but I never actually really got to you guys, the real booties, you know? the real path to their little sister. So I know we're married now, but is it still kind of... So thanks that we can continue from this moment on. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, guys, you just made a massive effort. Brendan, you guys have come out with 3 kids within the space of 3 months. It's a massive effort. We really, really appreciate that. We're deeply grateful for the efforts you guys have made. Neil, Laura and Estelle, thank you very, very much. Estelle, you look lovely in your dress. I know you'd rather be a tomboy in pants and shoes and everything, but you look lovely. Look forward to you taking some news on the dance for later, so thanks very much for all the efforts. Connor, Tristy, Abs, is Abs crossing? Yeah. Auntie Shenda, all the way from the UK. It's so great to finally, where's Auntie Shen? Thanks very much for coming out. You're such a a force of stability for us when there's so much craziness going on around us. You're a calming influence on all of us, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out so far as well. So things have been crazy. We haven't really spent a lot of time together, but thanks very, very much. All the way from Australia. Jeez, they come over, they go and run around in the jungle in Africa and the Okavango swamps, and they're just international travelers. He's got a great beard. Really, guys, thanks very much. Again, another trip within the space of a few months. We really appreciate it. We really, really do. It's awesome. CT and Ingrid. I see it there, Ingrid, thanks very much. It's an unbelievable effort. There was never a question you were going to come out, and we're really grateful. Ashley, all the way from the States. I think she's more in love with South Africa than any of us in this entire building. She's currently looking for a job or any eligible South African. But we really appreciate it, Ashley. It's a long way from Los Angeles, and we've been friends for a long time, and I really appreciate you being here. So thanks very much. Nilo, also all the way from the UK. I think he took a little detour by Australia just to deal with some matters. So I hope those work out. It's a long way to travel. And Jackson John, also all the way from the UK. Thanks very much. Jilly, thanks very much as well for coming out all the way from the UK. It's a long way to come. Phil and Francesca from Switzerland. Awesome to see you. Sorry we haven't spent more time together, but thanks very much. Magic Dave from Singapore with the funkiest hairstyle in the room. It's unbelievable. So thanks, Dave, and thanks to everyone. Mom and Dad. Thanks. I don't know where to really start. I think with my mom and dad, as I'll get on to Jude's and I, that's where the balance. I believe a lot in balance in life, and. Firstly, my mother's been carrying a really terrible surname like Jordan for so many years, and our Jude's is a Judy Jordan. So, and Burn Jordan. Double that. Just your husband forgot to mention anything about you on your wedding day, and Mom, you look absolutely beautiful, and thanks for everything. So but in terms of the balance, my dad is the one who takes a very kind of holistic, global view of everything, and you can be in snot and trana and absolutely everything. You're just like, my boy, are you generally okay? Are you happy deep inside? Do you know what the problem is? And if you go yes, you'll be okay. So you come to you 4 years later and you'll go, you see, you always end up laughing about it. Where through the whole of the 4 years, my mother on the other side of the balance equation will sit there and absolutely listen to every single tidbit of snort and trana. So it's really awesome to be able to go to your mom and get all that, and dad gives you the umbrella approach. You'll be fine. But just again, I know I'm tough from time to time, and I've got all kinds of schemes and this and that, but just thanks for putting up with me and believing in me, and putting your trust in me. I really appreciate it, and also thanks for the massive financial contribution to making a lot of this happen today. Thanks very much. Siska and Chris, the Joker, the MC, the fastest golf swing in the world of golf, requiring the need for 2 gloves because he gets blisters otherwise, because he swings it so bloody fast. But the brother-in-law, I mean, you really can't wish for a better brother-in-law. It's just awesome, and thanks for everything. Thanks for being the MC and making lies and rude jokes and all that kind of thing. Appreciate it. Sis, my sister, firstly for a beautiful reading and the words of encouragement. Really, really appreciate it from the depths of our heart. And a massive part of moving to Joburg, obviously for Jesus, is spend more time with you. And it's been amazing, and you've been such a rock, and I'm always complaining about Joburg and traffic and all this kind of stuff, and you always bring reality to me and consistency, and yeah, you're just such a rock for me, and you've been so supportive since being in Joburg, and I love you so much. Thanks for everything. Thanks for being that calming influence. All right, my groomsmen, Andrew, Garrick, Dave and Nick. Andrew, we've come a long way since the boarding houses of St. George's College. Thanks so much. Where's Andrew? There we go. Thanks for putting the bachelors together in Joburg. Very interesting. Thanks for that. But yeah, thanks for all the support and encouragement, Andrew. You'll never let a mate down, that's for sure. Never ever. Garrick Chom, we spent lots of time on the water kite surfing. He gets so irritated when I kite anywhere near him. He tells me to bugger off and this and that. And, but yeah, you know, you have different kinds of relationships with all your friends. And Garrick and I have come a long way and spend a lot of time on the water. And Chom, thanks for everything you've done as well. And good luck with the little grade. And it's an awesome sight to see you being a dad. It really, really is. Rishi, as you said at your wedding, we've spoken. Jude is actually quite concerned about our relationship.
I'm also.
She feels if it doesn't work out, you and I might check up. Because we talk about 5 times a day. I don't know what happened. I moved to Joburg and all of a sudden, we became incredible friends. We talk 5 times a day. Jude hates the phone. Dave loves the phone. So we talk like chicks. It's great. No business we've ever tried has ever worked. But we'll keep trying. And Nick, unbelievable lies in your speech. Thanks very, very much. But yeah, we've obviously come a long way, and it was never a question in terms of who my best man was going to be, and I really, really appreciate the friendship. Nick's heartbeat is about 30 beats a minute, and I don't think it ever moves anything beyond that. So relaxed, so chill, it's just, it's incredible. He just has a logical side to him and a rational side to him that I don't think I've seen in anybody. Just such a solid rock of a mate. It's unbelievable. So Nick, thanks very much for your speech. Thanks for everything. Jude. Have I forgotten anybody? I actually knew you a lot better than anybody knows. Well, I had access to a social network to allow me to delve into Jude's life through my sister, because my sister was absolutely convinced that I should stalk her. She put me to it. So I knew all her friends, I knew all their names or whatever. So this dinner that was set up in Joburg, the first time we ever met, Jude's walked into a room, not knowing what was going on, but it was very, very set up. Julie Dixon, thank you very much. You were very, very involved in that as well. So, but then Jude started bantering about this trip to the Karoo. She started showing off. She started pouting. She started doing all kinds of things. She's got this thing where she dislocates her shoulder blade. She starts making hiss noises. And I'm like, I've never met this chick. And she's unbelievable. But clearly, I don't know if it was flirting or showing off or whether my sister just got it horribly wrong. But I was intrigued. I was incredibly intrigued to kind of swap some digits. And it was actually incredible because our relationship developed long distance before anything really, and